So if you are watching, say hi in the chat. Let me know. I'm just going to make sure that it's up on my computer in front of me just so I can check that you can hear me, because last time I went live, it kept cutting out. So please let me know if you are here and you can hear me fine. I'm just going to turn up the volume a second just to double check. Okay, perfect. Okie doke, you can hear me. I am just going to turn off the little heater next to me actually, because that can get quite loud. Turn that off. Ugh. Amazing. I'm so excited for today. I've got the chat up next to me. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Hopefully that will pop up. And we're going to begin. So thank you everybody who signed up. I can't believe how many of you signed up. It's just amazing. Let me know that you're here. I want to know who is joining me today. So say hi. And if you would like to, let us know why you're here, why you feel like you need some calm and stress relief in your life right now. I know for a lot of us, it's because we're parents. Now, there's a lot of parents here, and parenthood can be very, very difficult. It is the most wonderful thing in the world, and we love our kids dearly, but it's also one of the most stressful things that somebody can go through. So if that's you, drop a parent in the chat, write the word parent. Let me know that that is you today. And before we begin, I'll just introduce myself a little bit. For those of you who are new to me and to my page and what I do, my name is Leah. I am the founder of Lakora Yoga. So I am a yoga teacher. I've been teaching for quite a while now, practicing yoga for years and years and years before actually teaching it. And I mostly work on flexibility. Now, this is for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that I have never been a flexible person. I am the least flexible person, and I was the least flexible yoga teacher in my yoga teacher training as well. So I love helping people kind of release their potential and get into poses that they didn't think that they could get into, because that was me. I could not touch my toes, right? Now I can because I've learned all the tricks to do so. But the other reason that I focus on that is because loosening the body releases energy and it releases the mind as well. Now, that sounds a bit woo-woo, and we are going to go a little bit woo-woo today, but loosening the body releases energy. It allows you to be free and to move, but it also releases the mind as well. And when we work on yoga, for anybody who is new to yoga, yoga is really, really great for focusing inwards on yourself to know how you feel and who you truly are. Every life nowadays is just busy, busy, busy. We're at work, we've got family, we've got friends. It's just constant, right? We're always, always on the go. So it's nice to find those quiet moments on your yoga mat, shift some energy as you move your body, and notice what comes up for you. We will go a little bit more into the yoga side in a bit, but just wanted to let you know who I am. I'm also a mum to a very demanding 6-year-old, bless her. She's amazing, but she's also very, very demanding. And this is why I have created this course, because last year, I think I did a pretty good job at hiding most of it, maybe not from family, but from the outside world. I was very, very stressed. So stressed that it was heading towards depression. And there's few ways I got out of that, and that's what I'm going to be sharing today. But every single day was a struggle. I woke up and my first thought was, oh, great, here we go again. Just every single day. Oh, great, here we go again. Same different day. And it really, really got to me. It affected my relationship with my child and my husband. It affected my work. It affected my relationships with friends and family. I actually lost a few friends because I didn't have the energy to play happy and to like make the effort. Really, I didn't have the energy to start a conversation. So I shifted out of that, luckily, but it was very difficult. And I want to show you or tell you today the 5 steps to how you can shift your energy and how you can shift your mood and create a more calmer and happier life. Now we have moved house, and I know that's not going to be for everybody. You can't just up and move in your area if it's your place that's depressing you, but there is a few things that you can do to help. But we live in a different place. Alexis is much more happier in school. I am happier in my job. I'm going out in nature more. That is definitely one major thing that we need to do to stay calm and happy, is to get outside. And there's just a few ways that I have done this. So this is what we're going to be going over today, because the only way to be calm and happy is to understand your energy and your thoughts, and then react from a place of kindness for yourself and everyone else. Okay, so the only way to be calm and happy is to understand your energy and thoughts, and then react from a place of kindness for yourself. And the reason that I'm saying that is because it is so easy, especially as parents. If you're a parent, you're going to relate to this. It's easy to look after your kid, right? You can, say, no, you've had too much sugar today. You have to have fruit now. If you're hungry, you're going to eat fruit. Do you do that to yourself? Because I know I certainly didn't. Like, the other night, I actually said to Alexis before bed, she was hungry. I was like, okay, well, you can have an apple. You're having something healthy before bed. And then what did I do? I came down and munched a load of biscuits. Like, that's not looking after yourself, right? You also have to have that kindness for yourself to look after yourself. So the reason I have called this training Calm is because there are 4 ways, or 4 what would we say, 4 things to help you get calm and happy, right? You have to center yourself. I'll go over what all these are in a second. Center yourself, acknowledge your feelings, let go of stress, and then mindfully stay in control. Okay, that is how we create calmness and happiness. Center yourself, acknowledge your feelings. A lot of us really, really struggle with how to do that. Let go of stress, another one that's quite difficult, and mindfully stay in control. Okay, now there are 5 ways to get yourself into that state. Okay, and the first kind of tip that we're going over today is energy. If you're still with me, type energy in the chat. Let me know that you're still here. Don't think we've cut out yet, luckily. So being able to play with our kids, to go out for walks, to not being burnt out, we can get all that by shifting our energy. Okay, energy affects our daily life. Okay, you wake up in the morning, what do you need? You need energy, right? You need energy to get out of bed and to carry on with your life. Now, everything is energy. Okay, 99.9% of what you can see around you is energy. It's been scientifically proven now that everything gives off energy. Okay, everything around you is energy. So remember that. Our energy levels, our own energy levels, affect aspects of our lives, such as our mood, our productivity, and our relationships. Okay, it affects everything. So how can we up our energy or create calmer energy? We need to be able to understand the connection between physical, mental, and emotional energy. Okay, and this is where the yoga comes in, because when we work through yoga, we're not just working on stretching, right? We are working on our physical energy. We are moving our bodies. We are slowing down sometimes in yoga as well. Okay, it can be a calming practice, but it also can be very physical. So we're working on our energy physically. We're also working on it mentally, because we are focusing on what we are doing. We are focusing on our movements and looking into how we are connecting the breath and the body, right? So you do a vinyasa flow, you're inhaling up, exhaling down. It takes some mental energy, right, to be able to do the practice. We're always mentally awake, right? Apart from when you're asleep. Unless you're having like weird dreams, which, let's face it, a lot of us do. So the other one is emotional energy. And Yoga can really, really help with that. I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever been to a yoga class and suddenly you just get this like whoosh of emotions, or you even start to cry, or you giggle, or you laugh, it's that emotional energy being released, right? Because we're moving our bodies, we're letting things flow, and it's releasing something, it's releasing some kind of energy. So there's a few ways that your energy can be blocked, okay? When we have our free energy, we feel lighter, we feel happier, we feel like we can move. If you're feeling blocked, it could be a cause of stress. You could have a lot of stress in your life. It could be constantly thinking about negative things, negative emotions, negative thoughts. It could be physical tension in the body. Okay, so again, physical, mental, emotional, right? It always comes down to those three. So these things in our life can block stuff. If you imagine, if you have a tight body right now, right? You're feeling stiff. And just do that a second. Just kind of like tense everything. Imagine you're feeling really stiff. Doesn't feel good, does it? Doesn't feel like you can move. You kind of, you know, just doesn't feel good. And then flow. Let the arms go. Let the head go. Like, don't you just feel so much better? Like, I'm not sure that's really the best explanation, but you get my drift, right? Freeing up that energy makes you feel a lot better. So there's loads and loads of different ways that you can shift this energy. And one of my absolute favorites, which is not going to seem very yogic, is to punch a pillow. Okay, sometimes when we need to shift that energy, especially if you have been feeling a lot of stress and anger, you need to get that energy out. And punching a pillow is one of the best ways to take that energy and get it out into the pillow. Okay, you're transferring it, you're getting it out into the pillow. So this is one thing I'm constantly teaching my daughter, it's okay to be angry, but you are not to hit anybody. You're not transferring your anger to somebody else. You punch a pillow and get it out of your system and not into somebody else. So punching a pillow is definitely one of the best things I would recommend. The other thing would be to move your body, like shake, like actually just shake your body, do yoga, run, walk, literally exercise, move your body, dance around in your kitchen. Okay. Also, your voice can release energy. So screaming into your pillow, singing as you dance and sing around your kitchen or whatever you're doing. That is a really, really great way to release energy. And a lot of us get stuck in the throat chakra. All our energy kind of gets blocked here. And it's a real struggle sometimes you'll know if this is blocked, right? Because you don't feel confident talking to people. Maybe you hold back what you really want to say, that kind of thing. Like you don't like talking in public. That kind of thing can mean a block around your throat chakra. Now, if that happens, screaming, singing is a really great way to release the energy around there. And the other way is to just get out in nature. Get out in nature, because nature, like I said, 99.9% of everything you can see is energy, right? The energy in your home could be disrupting how you feel. Okay, everybody gives off energy. If you have a child who is feeling very negative and having tantrums and screaming, they're going to be giving off negative energy, right? As a parent, yes, it's our job to help with that. Your partner, maybe they're giving off negative energy. As soon as you step outside in nature, nature is cleansing. You step outside, nature can start getting rid of some of that bad energy, and you start taking in some good energy. So getting outside and doing deep breaths is a really, really good thing to do. So does this relate to you? Let me know in the chat if anything I've said has really resonated with you today. I feel like a lot of us know about this stuff, but it's kind of when somebody else spells it out, you kind of think, oh yeah, I didn't really think about that. Or, oh yeah, I know I needed to do that. And I know that like punching a pillow makes me feel better, but I didn't really understand why or something. So let me know. And then we'll go on to point 2, because point 2 is about relaxation. Okay, now you can understand why this is point 2, right? Because you cannot relax when you have this stuck energy in your body. Okay, it's like trying to meditate after a really stressful situation. Like you've just had a full-blown argument with someone, then you're going to sit there and meditate. You're not going to be able to do it, right? Your mind is going to wander, your body is going to be tense. You need to get that energy out before you can relax. Now, the reason that we need to relax, now we need to relax, is because modern day life is not made for humans. It sounds really weird because we have created this life, but it is not naturally the way that we are meant to live. We are meant to live outside and pick fruit and be in nature, not to have technology and work 9 to 5 and like go, go, go constantly. So our bodies are constantly in a state of survival and constantly in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. So we really need to get our nervous system back to that parasympathetic nervous system. And the only way to do that is to calm. Now that sounds a lot easier than it looks, I know. This is why we need to shift that energy first and then find the calmness. Okay, now this can be, or you can get this done however you need to. Everybody's going to be different. We're all going to like different things. Okay, we're all completely different people, right? Breath work is a really, really good one. Okay, slow inhale, slow exhale. And make sure you sigh out the mouth as well. So when you sigh out the mouth, if you sigh, if you yawn, if you hum, all of this sends a signal to your brain that you're safe and that you can relax. Okay, because if you imagine like back in the day, like caveman days, and you're running away from a predator, and as soon as you're out of sight, right, you go because you can now relax because that threat is gone. Okay, so sighing is a really great way to trick the mind into thinking that you're safe. So just try that now, actually. Just do a big inhale through the nose and then exhale, sigh out. But you just feel like released. I do anyway. It's such a powerful thing. So breath work is a really good thing. Yin yoga. Okay, I know we spoke about energy just a minute ago and movement and exercise and really moving your body. Yin yoga is a little bit of the opposite. Okay, so the moving your body fast is more like the yang side, and then you've got the yin, so yang and yin. Yin yoga is the slower paced yoga. You're still feeling stretches in your body and you're still feeling stuff, but you're holding the poses for about 5 minutes and really relaxing into them. Okay, so that gets your body into your parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, yin yoga actually works on like meridian lines, like Chinese medicine, to specifically release certain things. Okay, so it really does help to get your body into the parasympathetic nervous state, which is what we need. But it can also be little things in your life, like really savoring a cup of tea, right? Making a cup of tea, sitting down and slowly sipping it. Okay, instead of make a cup of tea, oh, I'll just quickly do the dishes, have a sip, go do something else, have a sip. Do you know what I mean? Like you can find these little moments in your life where you just completely slow down and focus on those instead. One thing that I love to do, especially at the minute because it's May and the weather is still freezing here, is as soon as that sun comes out, I will get my cup of tea and I will go sit in the sun. And I will drink my cup of tea and have that 5 minutes of peace, enjoy the vitamin D, enjoy the UV rays, and just chill. Okay, now I know that this is very, very difficult if you do have a lot of kids running around. One thing that I will say is kids learn from us. So we really need to help teach them to slow down as well. And this is why a lot of kids nowadays are, I would say, quite full on. Because I don't know about you guys, but I remember being little and sat in the front room, like my mum would be doing the ironing, we'd have music on, and I would just sit and like sing and listen to the music. I don't know a single kid now that would just sit and listen. Like they have to be doing something. They have to be on an iPad or on a phone or something. So it's really good to also make sure your kids get bored is the right way to kind of explain that, I think. Make sure that they do have times where they are just chilling out. And you know, it could just be doing some things in the garden. Like yesterday, Alexis made a bug hotel, right? So she's doing things like that. That's not constantly overstimulating her. She's out in nature. She's just making her own thing. And I caught her a couple of times, just sat looking at the bugs. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that as well that we do have to teach them, because being constantly stressed is not doing anybody any good. It is not doing your body any good. Digestive problems always come up when you're stressed, right? If we can stay healthy in our minds and our bodies, it's going to help physically with how your body reacts as well, how your body's working. So simple things like breathing exercises are really great because they can take like a couple seconds, right? You can just inhale, exhale, done. Okay, it doesn't have to take long. Yin yoga is really great for slowing down, but just notice in your life when you feel mega stressed or when you feel really overwhelmed, think to yourself, how can I get that minute's peace? Okay, it just has to be a minute. Just get your body in that state of calm, because also that is going to help with sleep. Okay, if you are constantly stressed and in fight or flight constantly, you're not going to have the best sleep either. So it's really good to calm everything down before you go to bed at night. So before we move on to point 3, actually, point 3 is about improvement. Okay, so we've done energy, we've done relaxation. Just to add another little thing that we can do to relax here, because kids love this one as well. Okay, so if you have got kids, let's do this together. Okay, what I want you to do is take a big inhale through your nose, close your mouth and hum, then exhale out through the nose. So you're gonna go and you're humming out until that exhale is gone. Okay, let's do that again. Big inhale. And what you might find is that your hum is kind of jagged, right? And the aim is to get that calm, because if you are in a calm state, your hum is going to be nice and smooth. Okay, I don't know if you noticed then, but mine's like going jaggedy because my mind wandered. Right, so that kind of thing can really affect your breath. So humming is a really, really great way to not also just calm yourself, but it calms all your nerves as well. Okay, so we're sending that vibration through your nerves. It's also helping your throat chakra, right? So if you have a blockage around your throat chakra, it can help with that. Another way to do the humming, I didn't want to teach that today just because I want to look at you and see you guys and see the chat, but you can also do that, it's called bee breath. You imagine like a buzzy bee. So you're humming, but a really great way is to actually close off the senses as well. So close your eyes and use your thumbs to close off your ears and then do it. And it's a really great way to completely focus inwards, right? So that is a really, really good one. Yeah, you've done it in a yoga class before. Yeah, it's brilliant, brilliant exercise for calming the nervous system, especially in yoga, because you're moving the body, you're releasing everything, but it's nice to kind of relax the nerves at the end as well. And this is why a lot of yoga teachers will om. It's the same feeling. Okay, so if you go to a yoga class and you don't like omming, I always say this in my class, just hum instead, or just listen, because you're also picking up on that energy, that vibration from everybody else. It creates that energy in the room and your body picks up on it. And this is why it's so calming and so powerful when you get a group of people together humming or singing or omming. So it's really, really great. Okay, so hopefully you guys are all still with me and you still are getting some value from this and understanding. I'm not going off on some little tangents that is not easy to follow. Let me know. So the third step is improvement. Okay, because we cannot improve if we are unbalanced and not harmonized the mind and body. Okay, so mind and body, right? Energy, relaxation. That is the ideal environment for growth and progress. We cannot grow and progress if we have stuck energy and we are in fight and flight. Okay, we are not going to improve in that state. So we really need to think of this as in you're building a construction. Okay, constructing a building, right? I've got my yoga blocks here. If you have solid foundation, energy shifted, you've got your, what's this, a relaxation, you're relaxed, okay? You can then stack some other stuff on top of that, right? You can improve and build upwards. If you have blocked energy, shaky energy, and you're struggling to relax, you can just see what's going on, right? You're not going to improve because you can't stack upwards. So it's the same kind of thing. It's you need to get the foundations right before moving upwards. Okay. So maybe reflect on areas of your own life where you'd like to see growth and improvement. And this can be on anything. Okay. It could be parenting, it could be your yoga class, it could be work, could be your health, maybe healthy eating. That's what I'm trying to improve right now. Like, there's so many different things that could improve, and it can be the tiniest thing. Okay. Because any improvement is improvement. Doesn't matter how big it is. And actually, I saw a video the other day where they had two balls, right? And they were rolling along. One was on a flat surface and was rolling pretty smoothly. The other one had bumps and it was going up and down, up and down, up and down, saying basically, you know, in life, there's lows and there's highs. Now, the one that was going up and down got to the end first instead of just this straight path. Okay. So it's okay to have these ups and downs, because one thing that I find is so true is when you have failures in your life, failures are always a lesson. And when you do something, you either get the results that you want or the lesson that you need. Okay. You get the results that you want or the lessons that you need. And that is just so true. And it is the line that coach James Wedmore, I'm pretty sure it was, said. And that has just stuck with me because it is so true, right? If you're trying to improve something and it doesn't go the way you want, you learn from it. You learn from it, you move on, you do it better the next time, right? Even if it's just that micro bit better, because the next time you do it better again and better again. Some people, yes, they can shoot up high and get like major improvement right away. Other people won't. We are all different, okay? We're all like better at some things than we are other things. So improvement can vary, and it can include anything, right? Physical, mental, emotional. Again, there's those three things, right? Physical, mental, emotional. They're the three things that we are always trying to work. The other important thing about improvement is to make sure that you set clear boundaries. Okay, make sure that you have achievable goals, and you then figure out the right roadmap for success. Because if, let's just do an example, say I wanted to improve my yoga classes and have like 100 people turn up. If I am teaching next door in the village hall where it's only got space for 30, that's an impossible goal for me, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that's a very simple explanation, but you get the idea. You have to have achievable goals. You have to think smaller first and then build up to it. Because also, if you set your expectation too high and you keep failing, it is going to make you feel more negative, and it is going to get your soul a little bit more depressed every single time. You need to have those wins, and it's very, very important that you celebrate every single win. Okay, and that can be anything, even little things. Okay, so let's try and think of an example. I'm always trying to think of parenting examples. So let's have a think. Oh my God, there's just so many to choose from. Alexis was having a strop the other day, right? Complete meltdown after school. Straight away, I'm like, oh, great, here we go. This is going to ruin the afternoon. We're going to have a really crappy afternoon now. Can't believe I'm like starting it like this. Straight away, I thought, right, she's shifting energy. First off, she was attempting to, lash out. So that's her trying to shift her energy, right? Then I'm trying to calm her. So then I'm talking to her. Then I'm like, okay, what's happened today? Can you explain to me, what's gone on? And then I found out in school she didn't get to play the game that she wanted to at lunchtime. Now, for a kid, that is a very, very major thing. Her friend apparently, I don't know if this is true, her friend apparently promised her that today she would play this game, and it never happened. So she felt very, very big disappointment. And I managed to get that out of her, to figure out what was wrong, and we moved on, and we had like such a better afternoon than what I thought was going to happen, right? That is a little bit of an improvement, because the time before I would have been like, oh, great, she's just in a bad mood. And then you crack on with the afternoon and it's awful. Okay, so just improving every single time. I'm improving my parenting every single time. Okay, every time something comes up, you learn from it. You learn how to handle your child. And this doesn't even have to be with parenting, right? You learn how to handle yourself, your partner, anything that comes up, stuff in work. You learn to handle it, and then you improve the situation for next time. And it doesn't even have to be like mentally like this as well. Okay, it could be physically. So physically, you know, yoga practice, I know now that when I go on my knees, sometimes my right knee hurts. Okay, what do? I improve it. I place a towel down. Do you know what I mean? Like little things like that. And it can really improve my yoga practice just by putting that towel down and allowing my body to be safe and knowing what my body needs. Okay, it's improvement. It's improvement in my physical body. It's also improvement in knowing myself and knowing what I need. So there's loads of little things that you can do like that. So today I would like you, as like a little homework bit, I guess, is to think of something that you can improve on. And that can even be next time you have a cup of tea, sitting, savoring every single sip. Okay, and not constantly thinking about this. That's not scrolling through TikTok or anything like that. Okay, so very small thing just to improve anything. Okay, so the fourth step is confidence. Okay, we've had a shift in energy, relaxation, improvement. Now it's confident. Okay, now it's being confident in what you are doing, whatever that can be in life. Okay, this is about creating calm and happy on you for your life, whatever that looks like. And again, everyone is going to be different. So confidence is actually the belief in our abilities or our worth and our capacity to create the life that we desire. Okay, it's not a case of being able to stand up in front of thousands of people and talk. Okay, yes, that you'd have to be confident to do that, but it's not a case of that. It's knowing what you want from life, knowing that if you don't want to stand up in front of thousands of people and talk, you don't have to. You are confident enough to say, nope, that's not for me. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so confidence can look completely different to what we might originally think that confidence is. It's not about being perfect. It's not about knowing all the answers. It's just about trusting ourselves and our capabilities. And this, again, is where yoga comes in, and the physical, mental, and emotional state, right? It's knowing ourselves and knowing what we are capable of and what we want. If we are physically confident, okay, we are going to be feeling healthy. If we are mentally confident, we're going to know what we want. Okay, that's a very big thing, and actually be able to say what we want and do what we want. If we are emotionally confident, we are going to look after ourselves. We're going to get rid of those toxic people from our life. We're going to draw in better people. We are going to know exactly how to handle situations with words, with our children. It's being confident in that way. It's the inner knowing of knowing that we are enough, right? I feel like that gets thrown around so much, like you are enough, but what does it actually mean? You are enough. It means knowing what you want, being confident in yourself. Okay. Overcoming challenges is how we gain confidence. Okay. So I feel like step 3, improve. Once you know how to improve, you're going to feel confident in that, right? You're going to feel confident that you know the next step on how to improve for next time. That is confidence. This is why confidence is coming after improvement, right? Because once you improve, then the confidence starts coming. If you don't improve, your confidence isn't going to grow. When we know what we want and why we want it, we can take deliberate steps towards our goal. Okay, so it's also knowing exactly what you want, making that plan, sticking to it, and getting it done. Being confident that you know how to get it done. It's not just about achieving success, though. Okay, yes, you're going to feel amazing and definitely feel confident once you've achieved these goals. And this is why I teach a lot of yoga challenges, because I want people to feel amazing. I want people to think, yes, I've done that. I've completed that challenge. I can do, whatever the challenge was. I can do that now. I want them to feel confident and happy and empowered by doing these things. But it's also about resilience in the face of setbacks and failures. Okay. And knowing that, yes, it might not have turned out the way you wanted, and you might not have got the result you wanted, but guess what? If you don't get the result you want, you get the lesson that you need. So you improve for next time. And it's not just a feeling, it's a call to action. Okay. So make sure that you step outside your comfort zone, take risks, and pursue your passion with courage and conviction, because that is how we do create the life that we want. And that leads right into step 5, which is live your life. Okay, living life to the fullest is about taking everything that we've learned and experienced so far and embrace joy, adventure, possibilities, and doing whatever the hell we want, right? Because at the end of the day, we have one life, and the only person that can change your life is you. You can't rely on other people. Okay, nobody cares about you as much as you care about you, or should care about you. Okay, like I said about looking after yourself the way that you would look after a child. You really should. Okay, your spirit or whatever, I don't know how you want to think about this, everybody thinks about this differently, but your spirit got this body. Okay, it is sole purpose in this world is to look after and protect this body and to make the most out of it. Okay, you cannot do that if you're not living. Okay, I know that's a hard one to take, but it is so true. So living life is about being fully present and engaged in the here and now, right? If anybody has read the book The Power of Now, it is absolutely amazing, and I really suggest that you read that, because it goes on about if you're thinking about the past constantly, that's where anxiety and fear and stress comes up, because you're constantly thinking about what did happen. If you're thinking about the future, sorry, that's where fear comes in, because you're worried about the future and what could happen. But stop thinking about what did happen and what could happen and focus on now. What is happening right now? Okay, that book is absolutely amazing. So I definitely would recommend going to read that one if you can. But it is literally about being fully present. And again, it takes practice. Everything takes practice. Okay, all we can do is shift our energy, calm the nervous system, improve, and feel confident that we are going to live the life that we want. Okay, 5 steps. Living life to the fullest also means finding balance. Okay, finding balance. It's not constantly like go, 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 and then you need a day of rest, and then the next day it's like, oh, I've got to hit all these goals to feel confident. It's not like that at all. It is little by little, okay, and spacing things out. And these 5 steps, you can take them and do them within like a minute, right? Imagine right now you're feeling extremely stressed with something. I'm just like rambling here, right? Shake out the energy, get rid of it, calm the nervous system, big breath in. Think about how you can improve the situation, feel confident that you can do this, and then do it. Okay, it can take a minute. Okay, I know that these, like, I've talked for like 40 minutes now on these 5 things, but it can literally just take a minute once you know how to do it, and it's putting it to the test and actually doing it, right? But one of the main things that I would say is, celebrate your wins for sure, because we need celebrations. Our brains are constantly trying to keep us safe, which means we are constantly trying to think negatively. Okay, no, that is again another hard one to take, but our body is constantly wanting to stay safe, so all the time it's thinking of the bad outcomes, right? Got to stay safe here. Oh, I can't do that because of this, or I don't know, anything negative that comes up in your life, right? Think today, anything negative that you've said to yourself that's happened, and it's turning it into something positive. So really celebrating the little positive things. Okay, again, as another example, I love giving examples because I feel like it really helps to understand. This morning, Alexis, I'm not going to school, I'm too poorly. She's got a bit of a sniffle, right? I'm too poorly, I'm not going to school. I could have had a full-blown like, no, you are going to school, blah, 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 blah. I left it. I got myself ready, came down with her clothes and was like, right, come on then, we got to go to school. no argument, no fighting. She actually just got dressed. That is kind of a one-off because normally it would be like, no, I told you I'm not going. But then I'm like, no, babes, you have to go to school today. So you can kind of shift things around. Now, for me, that is a huge win, right? So I'm celebrating that. I got her to school without a fight. That is a huge win for me. That used to be such a difficult thing last year. And why? Because my mind and my body was in a state of stress and very, very close to depression. So my mind then would have been like, oh my God, I just can't be bothered with the arguing. And I'd let her stay home a lot when I shouldn't have, to be fair. And then it made the day worse, right? Because then I'm not on my own. I can't calm down. I'm constantly looking after a little person who is just full on all the time because there's no way she was poorly. She was having me on, and then she's got all this energy. So, you know, it's sorting out you first, because once you have sorted out your physical, mentally, and emotional states, you will be able to live your best life. Okay. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about everything I've said today? I feel like it's been quite a lot. There's been a lot of information. The one thing that I haven't really explained so much, because again, it would just take so long, is how to actually do all this. Okay, I've given you some hints like shaking, like yin yoga, setting goals, stuff like that, but I haven't given you like the full how to actually do this, because this is exactly what I am going to be teaching in my Calm 5-week course. Okay, so if you really loved this chat and you do feel like it really resonated with you, then the Calm course is going to be for you. Okay, it's a 5-week course where we're mostly helping parents. You don't have to be a parent to join. It is more about kind of stress relief, but you know, I do give a lot of examples about parents because that's exactly what I am, and I know the struggles myself. So you know, it's focusing on releasing that stress and living your best life. We go through these 5 things in full detail, okay, not just little 10-minute snippets like we've done today. We go into them into full details. We have homework, we have live Q&As to talk this out. We have a support group for talking about all of this and deciding, because again, everybody is different. So we have to figure out where you are personally. If you don't like to share too much, then that's also fine, because you've got the course, right? You've got the course. We have the Q&As that you can ask questions anonymously if you want to. So if you are wanting to join us in this, which this is the first round of this course, right? This is why I'm so excited. This is the first time I've launched this course. So I'm doing it at a discount. It is going to be it's meant to be £200, but it's going to be 150. Okay, so you can get £50 off if you sign up this round. The course starts on 20th of May. So on the 20th of May is when week 1 will be released. So week 1, and then we have our live Q&A. What you end up in there, because I know that we are all busy and I don't want anything to overwhelm you, right? This is about being calm and happy, not being overwhelmed and stressed. So to keep it nice and simple and to help keep you calm, the classes are only about 10 minutes long, so you can just fit them in during the week. You also then get, as an added bonus, you also get 5 weeks access to Lakora Yoga membership. So you get access to my live yoga classes, where there's 3 a week, and a library of replays, meditations, breath work, and challenges in there as well, if you fancied that. So it really is like something for everybody. And this actual course isn't just about the yoga, okay? It is about calming your nervous system and creating the life that you desire. The yoga is an added bonus. The yoga classes and the live classes, they are all an added bonus, where you can of course come and ask questions in there as well about the physical side, but we really want to work on, you know, what works for you. And I want to help give you ideas and move you through this calm system, okay? Can you remember what I said at the beginning? What is calm, right? It's center yourself, acknowledge your feelings, let go of stress, and then mindfully stay in control. Okay, that is what we do in this course. So if you would like to join us, and grab your £50 discount. The link is in the description on the Facebook chat, and I will put a link in the group as well. And I really love that how many of you have signed up to this, and I just cannot wait to start working with you all. If you have any questions about the free training that we've just done, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to be around today to answer them as well. And if you have any questions about the course, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today.